Hey guys, it's Corinne coming at you with another Neville reading. We are reading chapter 18 out of Power of Awareness, and I think that this is the application that all of us probably need. So, the title of the chapter is called Be Ye Doers. Be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass, and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty, and continue therein, he began not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work. This man shall be blessed in his deed. James 1:22-25. The word in this quotation means idea, concept, or desire. You deceive yourself by hearing only when you expect your desire to be fulfilled through mere wishful thinking. Your desire is what you want to be, and looking at yourself in the glass is seeing yourself in imagination as that person. Forgetting what manner of man you are is failing to persist in your assumption. The perfect law of liberty is the law which makes possible liberation from limitations, that is, the law of assumption. To continue in the perfect law of liberty is to persist in the law of assumption that your desire is already filled. I'm going to read that one again. Forgetting what manner of man you are is failing to persist in your assumption. The perfect law of liberty is the law which makes possible from liberation from limitation, that is, the law of assumption. To continue in the perfect law of liberty is to persist in the assumption that your desire is already fulfilled. You are not a forgetful hearer when you are keeping the feeling of your wish fulfilled constantly alive in your consciousness. This makes you a doer of the work, and you are blessed in your deed by the inevitable realization of your desire. You must be doers of the law of assumption, for without application, the most profound understanding will not produce any desired result. Frequent reiteration and repetition of important basic truths run through these pages. Where the law of assumption is concerned, the law that sets man free, this is a good thing. It should be made clear again and again, even at the risk of repetition. The real truth seeker will become this aid in concentrating his attention upon the law which sets him free. The parable of the master's condemnation of the servant who neglects to use the talent given him is clear and unmistakable. Having discovered within yourself the key to the treasure house, you should be like a good servant, by wise use multiplying many times the talents entrusted to him. The talent entrusted to you is your power to consciously determine your assumption. The talent not used, like the limb not exercised, withers and finally atrophies. What you must strive after is being. In order to do, it is necessary to be. The end of yearning is to be. Your concept of yourself can only be driven out of consciousness by another concept of yourself. By creating in your mind, you can identify with it until you become one and the same with the idea. Until you become one and the same with the idea, thereby transforming your life into it. The dynamic prevails over the static, the active over the passive. One who is a doer is magnetic and therefore infinitely more creative than anyone who merely hears. Be among the doers. In this chapter, Neville just talks about do the goddamn work, okay? You really just can't wishfully think and hope for things to come. You have to understand that the talent entrusted into you is that our power We are the operant power, and our power is consciously assuming our desires and persisting in until they become a fact. So thank you guys for listening to that chapter by Neville Goddard. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell notification as we continue with our Neville knowledge. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.